there, boys and girls. It's Miss James, and we're here today for another thrilling third grade ELA lesson. And what will we learn about today? You guessed it, text features, part 2. Boys and girls, our standard today is RI 5, which reads, use text features and search tools, such as keywords, sidebars, and hyperlinks to locate information relevant to a given topic quickly and efficiently. We also have RI 7, which reads, use information gained from illustrations, such as maps and photographs, and the words in a text to demonstrate understanding of the text, such as where, when, why, and how key events occur. Our I can statement today reads, I can use text features and pictures to quickly locate relevant and useful information on a given topic. This is a reminder, boys and girls, that at the end of our lesson, you'll have a ticket out the door. At the end of this lesson, remember that you will need to complete an exit ticket. The exit ticket will have a link attached in the description area at the end of the video. Well, boys and girls, do you remember our last lesson when we read this article about the lungfish? We looked at text features and identified such text features such as a title, which here was Long Live the Lungfish. We also identified headings. We had 2 in this article, a fish out of water and a fish underground. We also found keywords such as estivation, and we also identified sidebars. And this one had all sorts of fun facts that we learned about the lungfish. Well, boys and girls, we're going to do that again today. And this time we're going to use another article. So before we get started, let's look at our learning target. Our learning target reads, by using special text features and search tools, you can find important information quickly and easily. Well, let's look at our title and our picture as well as these headings, and see if we can identify what genre of text we're about to read. The title reads, Brrr, Polar Bears in the Arctic. And down here, I see a photograph of a polar bear. And I see a couple headings here. This first one reads, Built for the Arctic. And this one reads, Behavior. Well, looking at the title and our headings and our photograph, that tells me that we're about to read a nonfiction genre text. This text is going to give us information about polar bears living in the Arctic. Well, boys and girls, let's go ahead and read this article. How about I read it aloud and you read it along with me? Are you ready? Great job. Here we go. Brrr, Polar Bears in the Arctic by Devonte Thomas. Paragraph 1. Polar bears live in the Arctic. The Arctic is one of the coldest places on Earth. How do polar bears survive in the ice and snow? Built for the Arctic. Paragraph 2. Polar bears have thick white fur. The outer layer of the fur is made of oily, hollow guard hairs. Guard hairs. I wonder what guard hairs are. These hairs keep the bears dry. Oh, that's what guard hairs are. Good to know. They keep the bears dry. The inner layer of fur next to the skin acts like a sweater. It traps in heat and keeps the bears warm. Under their fur, polar bears have a thick layer of fat. Also, polar bears have black skin and black noses. The color black absorbs or takes in more of the sun's heat. Oh, that's what absorbs mean. It means to take in. And that's another way the polar bears stay warm. Behavior. Paragraph 3. Polar bears have other ways to cope with the cold. They stay in a den all winter. I remember learning about dens. Those are those shelters for animals where they stay safe. Their body functions slow down. They do not eat or drink. Fascinating. Let's keep going. Fast facts. Baby, it's cold outside. The Arctic is a cold, snowy region around the North Pole. In winter, the temperature can drop as low as -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Boy, that's really cold. Well, let's look at our close reader habits. It reads, find and circle the text features in the passage. How do they help you as you read? Well, boys and girls, let's go back and grab your packet and make sure you have a pencil. If you don't, you can always put this video on pause and go grab your packet. It's going to be week 2, day 1. Because remember, this is an extra activity. And I want you to go along with me and let's circle all the text features that we can find. I'm going to start with the title. This one reads, Brr, Polar Bears in the Arctic. And the title tells me what the article is going to be about. Did you circle that one? Great job. Let's keep looking. How about here? I found a heading. I'm going to circle it because the heading tells us what this next section is going to be about. It reads, Built for the Arctic. So that's what this section will be about. Boys and girls, I found another heading. This one reads Behavior. This is going to tell me that this section is about the behavior of the polar bear. And down here, I found a sidebar. Did you put a circle around the sidebar also? So did I. What about keywords? I see one right here, guard hairs. Did you circle that one? Great job. That one is bolded, so it really stands out to make sure that we pay close attention to that. And we have absorbs. Very good for circling that one. That's another key word. And how about den? Did you circle den also? Great job. So did I. We did a great job finding those text features, boys and girls. Let's look at the next page for our graphic organizer. Up here, it wants us to think. Number 1, it reads, finish the chart. Write an example from the article in the second column. Tell what is used in the article in the tell how it is used in the article in the third column, and be as specific as you can. Now, there's 3 columns here, boys and girls. At the first column are our text features. We have title, heading, keyword, and sidebar. We also have example from the article, and the third column is what it does in the article. It looks like the first one was done for us already. For the title. That's easy. We know the title was what? Yes, Brr, Polar Bears in the Arctic. And what it does is it shows that the article will be about polar bears and where they live. Well, at this time, boys and girls, I want you to put the video on pause. And I want you to go ahead and complete the graphic organizer for all of these blanks for heading, keyword, and sidebar. And I'll meet you right back here. All right, see you in a few minutes. Welcome back, boys and girls. Did you complete your graphic organizer? I knew you would. Great job. Let's see if you found some of the things that I found for my graphic organizer. For heading, I chose Built for the Arctic. I saw that right here. If you chose behavior, that would be correct as well. For Built for the Arctic, what it does is that it shows this section will tell us about the bear's body. Now for key words, I chose guard hairs. If you chose the word den or even absorbs, that would be correct too. For guard hairs, what it does is it identifies an important feature of the polar bears. And then the sidebar, well, I only saw that one. Did you choose this one? So did I. And that one was called Baby, It's Cold Outside. And it describes the temperature in the Arctic. Well, down here for number 2, it wants us to talk. Since it'd be difficult for us to talk, I want you to talk it over with mom or dad, or even your sister or brother, and discuss what it wants us to think about right here. It says, imagine you're doing a report on polar bears. You need some facts about what they do to survive the cold. Where would you look in this article and why? So think about that, and you can go ahead and put the video on pause again and chat about that and come back and meet me right back here, and let's see what we discovered. Welcome back, boys and girls. Did you discuss that with somebody in the house? So did I, and we discussed the facts that we would look at text features. And why would we look at the text features? Because the text features give us more information about the topic the author wants us to learn. Is that what you talked about too? Great job! Now let's keep going. Oh, it's time for us to write. At the top, it says write. Use the space below to write your answer to the question on page 163. Brr, polar bears in the Arctic. Number 3, short response. Explain how polar bears survive winter in the Arctic. Tell how you found the information in the article. And it also left us a hint. Remember to use all the text features to help you locate information. So boys and girls, you're going to write a constructed response right here. Make sure you use complete sentences and use your race strategy to help you complete your answer. Go ahead and put the video on pause again and complete your answer right here on these writing lines. If you don't have the packet, you can write that with your paper and a piece of paper as well. And I'll meet you right back here in a few minutes. All right, boys and girls, see you in a few. Welcome back, boys and girls. Did you complete your writing assignment for your constructed response? Great job. Well, let's go ahead and review and wrap up our lesson today. Remember, when we read science articles, knowing how to use text features such as sidebar, keywords, heading, and title will help you locate and understand important information the author wants you to know. So what's next? Well, next time we'll read another science article and explore how the author uses text features to share information about the topic. Boys and girls, do you have any questions? Remember, we're here to support you. So if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to send us an email or send us a text, and we'll be happy to help you with any questions that you might have. Well, it's that time, boys and girls. Here's your ticket out the door. Your link is right here. You're going to click on this link below and complete your ticket out the door. And here's a hint. If you completed your constructed response right here, you'll be all ready for your ticket out the door. Boys and girls, it was wonderful getting a chance to chat with you again today, and I look forward to seeing you and talking to you again about our next lesson that we will discuss. Hopefully we'll be able to see everybody very soon. Boys and girls, stay safe and have a wonderful afternoon. Until next time, bye boys and girls.